This is Great Yarmouth Minster. Great Yarmouth Minster, also known as the Church of St. Nicholas in Great Yarmouth, was founded in 1101 by Herbert de Losing, the Bishop of Norwich, as a penance for an act of simony. It is the largest parish church in the country and arguably the oldest building in Great Yarmouth. During the medieval period, the church was at its most magnificent, with stained glass, tapestries, painted and gilded walls, fresco, 19 gilt chapels, various relics of the saints, and ornate furnishings. At this time, Great Yarmouth was the fourth richest town in England. The interior was destroyed at the Reformation and the priory dissolved. This church has a fascinating history and has been beautifully restored and maintained. Alongside regular church services, Great Yarmouth Minster also holds a number of events which are open to the public and can be found on their website. It would not originally have just been a house of worship, but also hospital, almshouse, refectory, and many other support services for the community and travelers. Described by Charles Dickens' character Peggotty in David Copperfield as the finest place in the universe. Its history involves familiar names such as Charles Dickens' Horatio Lord Nelson, Daniel Defoe of Robinson Crusoe fame, and Anna Sewell, who penned Black Beauty. More recent royal visitors include H.M. the Queen and H.R.H. Prince Charles. Here is a brief timeline of some of the key events for the Minster. Pause to read. There are lots of stories over the years of spirits and ghosts seen in the churchyard, and it's no surprise given the history of it and its land, including body snatchers, buried accused witches, and much more horrific tragedy. The mummy of an Egyptian princess in a casket, which was given by a teacher to the priory school because she smelled. The mummy was buried at the dead of night in St. Nicholas Churchyard, and the casket was returned to the school. After this, a tapping on the vicarage door was heard on several occasions, and when the vicar opened the door, expecting to find someone who needed his services, he found no one there. Later, because of the consternation, it was decided to reopen the casket, and the mummy's arm was found inside. The mummy was exhumed, and her arm reunited with her, and she was reburied. The tapping then was said to have stopped. In October 1922, 3 ghosts in armor were said to have been seen riding on white horses in St. Nicholas Churchyard. The Eastern Daily Press newspaper tried to discredit the claims of ghost sightings, but to no avail, as more and more sightings were reported of different spirits on the grounds. This is where Elizabeth Butcher and Joan Linwood were buried after being hanged as witches in 1584, and where they were later joined in September 1645 by accused witches Elizabeth Bradwell, Alice Cleswell, Bridgetta Howard, Maria Blackburn, and Elizabeth Deggan. The 7 were buried in unconsecrated ground on the edge of the church. Just a few years later, sisters baptized at the church were accused of witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts, to hang. 1 escaped death. We apologize if the camera quality isn't the best. It was raining and rather windy while we were here. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and stay spooky, friends.